Born in Argentina, relocated to Spain when he was a young lad, and now represents Spain. His choice of kata, super empe. So although you're a kumite player, Amy, you know a lot about kata. You practice kata. Your sister, Stephanie, is a kata player. And your dad, Terry.
A very traditional background.
Yes, very much so. And if you've just joined us and are not familiar with kata, the three key areas of karate is the ki-on, that's the basics with all the kicks and blocks, and some of those we saw you demonstrating in your Guardian Girls project just a while ago. And the kata, which is what we're seeing here, is where you bring those techniques together and put them in a very strict set sequence. And this is all to do with the tradition of passing on the language of karate. Each one of these moves has a meaning, and that can be represented in a bunkai when you're competing for real. But in this case, the kata must be strictly to the conformance of the style, or the ruha. You can find kata in other elements of martial arts, judo, for example, aikido. And also in the tea ceremony, there's a kata, there's a specific way of doing things. And it has to be precise. This is all part of the language of karate. How you learn, how you demonstrate, and pass on that language. And you are one of the instructors now for the Guardian Girls Global Karate Project.
Yes.
That must be really exciting to get involved in something like that, and a great honour to be asked to get involved in that, Amy.
Such an honour. I'm so privileged to be part of such an incredible programme going forward.
Super Empe, one of the longest katas in the list, the official list. There are 102 katas to choose from. But it's fair to say that we only see maybe 20 of them.
Yeah, so I didn't even know there was when you said that.
102.
Like, wow, 102.
But all the basic kata, all the Heian katas, all the Pinan katas, they are on the official list of karate, but you wouldn't necessarily see them in competition at this level. That's not to say that you wouldn't see them at grassroots level.
Absolutely.
As ever, a very polished performance from Damian Quintero. He's been world silver medalist 3 times. Each time against the superstar that is Ryo Kyuna. Gakuji.
There are different styles.
Absolutely. Chatnyara Kushanku. This is one of my favourites. It's a brilliant kata.
It's dynamic to watch.
Very, very much so. Particularly the speed in the opening sequence. So quick on those turns, and he's got no margin of error, is there? If he loses balance, it's a foul. All of which are taken into consideration. Judges are looking at the transitional movements from one stance to another, the quality of the stances, timing, the speed. Well, that was impressive. Great height. Very complex kata, so many moves to remember. Must be hours and hours and hours of training.
Absolutely. Repetitive, very repetitive techniques.
They train to a point where they can't forget.
Yes. It's muscle memory, isn't it?
The only time you see people hesitate or forget is when they lose concentration.
Yeah, they lose that focus moment.
Start to think about something different. And that's the same in kumite though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's when you get
hit
scored on.
So you get a point, you miss something, you switch off for 1 split second.
And your opponent seizes the opportunity. So dare you put your head on the block and tell me which one you think it's going to be?
I think red.
You think red. You think Damian Quintero. Is he going to add a 12th medal to his tally in the Karate1 Premier League? Chief Judge making his way to the other side of the tatami. It's quite a walk. He'll go between both the athletes and then award the result.
Damian Quintero from Spain.
Well done.
Takes the gold
Absolutely
medal
brilliant.
here
Damian
in Cairo
Quintero.
2023. Back on top. Damian
son of a gun.
Quintero, gold medalist here. Silver medal.
Hey.
Tozaki Gakuji from Japan.
44, look, 44, 1,
Congratulations,
44,
both of you.
1. That's how tight it was. But then you have the tie.